happening, gentlemen? It's been a while.
It's been forever.
Hey, what's going on? How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're surviving.
I'm just kind of full. I just ate a whole bunch of crappy food. Oh,
Yeah. What
Yeah.
did you have?
I did too then. So did I.
yeah.
I just drank about 2 liters of water, so I'm pretty full.
Shit.
Yeah.
How many liters are you drinking right now, Chris?
8 liters a day.
8 liters a day.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's great to have you guys all on again. It's been a little bit. We've been all super busy. But I don't know if you guys know who that guy is up into the right-hand corner. Not sure if you remember. I don't know.
I remember him.
The
I
huge-
remember him. I remember him. Fuck.
Okay, yeah. I remember
I
saying
remember him.
I remember
I
sitting
remember
beside him feeling like a small child. On
I
stage.
do.
Yeah.
I was wondering if he's going to just pick me up. Sorry, go ahead, Chris. Yeah, I know. There was a little bit of a size difference there. But just in the height, though. Just in the height.
Just
Yeah, little difference in conditioning though.
Oh, no, there wasn't much. There wasn't much. So
Sharp as
it was
nails.
it was a good battle, boys. It was fun. A lot of fun.
So, for people that are watching, I'll take it back to 2023's Gladiators, where Chris and I went against each other for the overall. I didn't make it. Fair enough, with the big shield behind him. I don't have a shield yet.
Yeah.
You know what?
Shield.
You know that trophy store that I get down the road?
Yeah.
I'm going to get my own fucking shield made. Fuck that noise. I'll get one way or the other.
And then Jamie and Chris went head to head too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Me and Jamie have been battling since 2015, since I started competing. So
Yeah.
if you can really say Jamie's my biggest rival. I mean, he's always in the overall. So
Yeah.
but back in the day, Jamie used to win every battle back then. So we're even now.
Chris took over for me.
It was Chris.
Me and
Chris is just
Jamie used to
starting.
always battle.
Yeah, me
Back in
and
the
Deb had
day.
some too. Well, when you compete as much as I do, you got to end up hitting everybody somewhere, somehow. So,
Yeah.
and sometimes 2 or 3. You know what I mean? So, Josh, we competed a couple times together too.
A couple,
Also,
yeah.
3 times.
There's been
2
a
or
few
3
times too, yeah.
Yeah, Jamie, I think you pretty much faced everybody a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is. I don't know about how I'm going to face anybody after this because I'm going to go up and get that fucking pro card. That's my. I'm not saying anything different. That's the way I'm going.
Oh, bro!
So-
From the pictures you sent me today, I mean, just when you think you can't get better, you look better. So
Yeah.
Well, thanks. Thanks.
We're pretty
Thanks.
excited. I'm not gonna, for the podcast's sake, I'm not gonna post any pictures and bring them up and show them off to everybody. I'm gonna wait till you prove your point at the show. So,
Oops.
so
Yeah.
But yeah, Jamie, you're looking fantastic. I get
thanks.
like daily updates, and it's awesome. It's just seeing
Keeping my boys in the loop. The
Yeah.
boss gets the boss gets the first one, and then after that, I kind of give my boys a little peek too. I like that. Hey, it's good.
Yeah.
We keep it's fun. It's fun. It makes it fun. So
It's good.
All right.
Good motivation. Yeah.
it's motivating me, Jamie. So
yeah, great,
So-
perfect. That's
Yeah, people that are watching, this is probably going to be airing. We're recording. What is it? Tuesday.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be probably airing. This will be airing Friday afternoon. So we'll be 1 day out when this is up. So we're gonna get So everyone, just get prepared to
getting exciting.
Jamie gets carbs more. I'm a little jealous.
No, I had my peak week kind of fucked up. I think because I'm a little bit off the rocker there.
You're always off the fucking rocker.
Well, really, it's a little worse now, right? So anyway, I thought today was actually another low or another decarb day. 5 days. I was thinking to myself, fuck, that's a long time. But anyway, coach wants that. That's what we're gonna do. Anyway, I messaged last night something about something about carb up, or I don't know what it was, Andy. I seen our plan or something, and he said, "Fuck,
Yeah,
buddy."
you
We
looked
said,
at the plan and you went, "Oh my God, are we supposed to carb load tomorrow?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course. Tuesday. You start Tuesday,
I was
buddy."
heading in
Still,
for
yeah.
another one.
I don't know what day it is either, Jamie. So it's all right.
Fuck, we just did this. Me and Andy just did this like 6 weeks ago, and then we did it 2 weeks before that. So anyway, I'm still asking you, but I guess I just need to talk sometimes.
Let
All right. All right. So we only got a little short of an hour to go through. We want to make sure we hit all the points here, guys. And we got some questions too that people want to know that they send us through Instagram, just with your guys' prep and like how the hell you were pulling this off.
Sure.
Right. So we'll just dive right in. Let's see, Chris. So you had this planned before you went into the Atlantics, right?
Yeah. So
what was your strategy going into the Atlantics then, like making your way 6 weeks out from there?
we were. Our plan was to come in full for Atlantics. I knew I wasn't going to be as conditioned because our main focus was Toronto. So we knew that ahead of time. Maybe I wasn't going to be as conditioned, but I was going to be full.
You pulled that off.
He did. He was fucking big as a house.
Yeah, I mean, I was full, but I did notice I was holding some water. But luckily for me, my lines saved me from that.
They're so
if I
deep.
didn't have the lines, Jamie would have kicked my ass for sure. But thank God my lines still showed, so I wasn't able to look, too much of a water buffalo. But
you held your own for sure. Yep.
Yeah, but the plan was to come in full, and I was full, and just a little bit of water. But we want to peak for Toronto, right? I wanted to peak for Toronto. That was my main goal. I was supposed to do Toronto last year after Gladiator, and I got sick, and I wasn't able to do so. So that's why I did Atlantics to be qualified, so I could get the job done.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you're sure on your way. I seen some pictures this morning. Today, you're on track to pull it off perfectly. Perfect.
Yeah. No, I think I'll be at my best for this one.
What do you think you're going to be coming in at? Does it?
My weight?
Weight?
Yeah. Does it really matter?
We're looking at 220.
Nice,
man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big boy.
I was 224 for Atlantics.
Yeah.
That's perfect. And plus, by still growing into the show while dropping some weight there too, I imagine.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I'll be leaner, tighter, sure, and drier. So we're not coming. We're not coming to look full as a house. You know what I mean? We want to have the balance, the weight tight. So
I think you'll still look full at 220.
He's got those muscle bellies, right?
Yeah, it's hard for me to look flat because my muscles are round.
Full muscle bellies. Yeah.
I wanted to focus more on condition and not worry about size. And
you got the size. The size is there.
Yeah.
But sometimes your mind, plays games with you, and
for sure.
You gotta trust it.
So what did you weigh the year before, Chris? Didn't you put on
for Gladiator?
For the Gladiator, yeah. Weren't you light heavy then?
No, so the first Gladiator where I had to face Morgan.
Yeah.
In 21, that was light heavyweight.
Yeah, I thought so.
So I had to make 198, and then face Morgan overall, and he was just a monster, right? So
yeah.
But then I came back 2023 Gladiator, and I was 220.
Oh, that makes sense.
Light heavyweight. Yeah,
that's
over 25 pounds.
Wow. Awesome. That's crazy.
That's like 30 pounds heavier than I was. No wonder I didn't win.
And you were shredded, right? So
He was
I
45
I
pounds
was
heavier
really
than me.
excited that year. So
Right. Yeah.
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 I had somebody ask me the other day about round muscle bellies, and someone was like, "How do I do that? How do I train for that? You know, I want those big round 3D looking shoulders and chest and stuff." What would you just tell people? Sorry, man, it's genetics, or hey, I train this way to get that look, or that way.
I don't think it's all genetics, man. I think it's the time. Like I just put in the time. Ever since I started training, I never let foot off the gas. You know what I mean? And you gotta train hard, intense. You gotta eat your food and stay consistent. And genetics help too, right? But I was a skinny. I was a skinny guy, man. I was a skinny little boy from Cuba. You would never think I would be a bodybuilder. I can tell you that. So
Yeah.
I think it's
Sure,
just years of commitment and discipline
Right.
and training, eating, and that's what bodybuilding is. There's no shortcuts. So
No.
Yeah, I
I
think in the long
I
run,
think
that's
you
why
were
the. Oh, go ahead.
you are genetically gifted with the round muscle bellies, though. I mean, that's a kind of a thing. You know what I mean? As far as the growth and what you did with it,
yeah,
that's your doing. But that is kind of like genetics. I think. No, I think that that part of your structure where those big round muscle bellies,
yeah,
deep lines, I definitely think that's genetics because
that's true.
you
Yeah,
know what I mean.
because
Hard
even
work
when I
is
was
hard. You were like 100 pounds, let's say. Now you're 220 shredded on stage. So
Yeah.
that's hard work, right?
yeah,
So,
no,
but
you're right.
he does
It's both,
it's a
right? I mean,
combination.
yeah, exactly.
That's why you're so great because it's the combination of both. You know,
Yeah, you got to work hard. You can have good genetics, but if you're not going to work hard, man, it's
Yeah.
it's
I know
useless.
I know a lot of people that are wasting their talent with they're just like, and that could be something probably pretty great, but they don't have that other part that they're missing, right? The work ethic, the
Drive,
discipline,
yeah.
the consistency, or even the want. Like some people just, it drives me nuts when I see people that have like, that could be probably pretty great at the sport that just don't even like the sport, don't even care
Yeah.
about it. And you're just like, oh
yeah. Some
man,
people
if I,
have great genetics, man. Like I see it a lot, and it's like, man, if you had the discipline, just shit, you can go far. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it is, yeah, it's what it is. So yeah, Jamie,
Sometimes
what was
they're-
like your plan going into
Going
from
in.
the Atlantics to the Toronto
Well, we just kind of
or
just
the
jumped
PEI
in
even?
and well, I mean, started out the PEI. That was just going to be my show to qualify. After I had the bicep tear last year, I knew I was going. Once I was healed up, it was just a matter of what show I was going to do. Then when we decided to do the podcast down there, that was just a no brainer. That's where I'm going to go, and I'll qualify
Right.
there. We'll take our time. We'll eat food, and we'll grow into the grow. We'll eat food and be able to kind of get leaner with a bigger or with a little bit more of a calories, right? Anyway, so then the other one come up, the Atlantics, and I decided to do that too. Well, we did that. Chris and I had that fun, and
I'm glad
6
you
weeks
did.
later, yeah, I was very glad because it actually showed me too a little bit of where Andy and I can go a little bit deeper. We liked the look of Atlantic or the PEI show, but then realized there was definitely more to come. And then when we did bring more to come, okay, well then that's where we want to go. We want to bring this to Toronto. So it was good eyesight to kind of see that come about and have that vision for the next 6 weeks that we can. This is where we're at. We pulled, and we added food for the first little bit, and then we just brought it back some where it was kind of a comfortable 1,700 to 2,000, and we just floated there and left it there, and the weight just kind of going up and down and up and down, and then down a little tiny bit when I started work the last couple weeks. It shot down and started to because most of my part of my job is walking. Like,
Yeah, that's
so
crazy. Yeah.
I'm burning calories. Like I think it was like I burned 13,000 calories one day or something like that, and I was in a $1,200 calorie deficit type of thing. So
Like, oh my
No
god.
you know,
wonder you're.
so where are you where's things coming from, right? So that
Yeah.
weight, but then we added a little bit more. So and we had cheat meal here and there, and I mean Andy 1 week issued two cheat meals 1 week. So we played around. It was a good prep. The 6 weeks went by a lot faster than what I thought, and a lot easier too. Yeah. So now we're sitting. This morning was 175.6 or so after a hot bath and a pee. And so we're under the weight cap now, barely. I mean, tonight I was but we started loading today on a couple hundred carbs, couple hundred 250 carbs, and so my weight's around 180 tonight, which is still pretty good, right? So
Yeah.
I think I
What's
was
what's your
180. What,
what's you
Dev?
guys' strategy for carbs? Like how many carbs would you eat per day while you're carving up, or do you just wing it?
No, we have a plan, and I mean, if
Yeah.
we're looking at things like the first day is usually just a startup one, just kind of getting them carbs back in. The next day is a little bit
Yeah, yeah,
more, and then Thursday we load it quite hard, and Friday we simmer down and get our water depletion and sodium depletion and just relax. Usually, by that time, I'm trying to make the weight. I'm
Yeah.
yeah,
sitting before my load under, and then I'm trying to make the weight, but looking bang on, right? So that extra pull that we do the
yeah,
last Friday really, really does a lot for us too. If we,
yeah,
if we need to pull that
yeah,
weight.
For me, it's
Yeah,
similar.
we load Jamie really hard with the carbs, and I mean, he can go up to 1,000 grams,
Nice.
Oh yeah,
on a day,
yeah,
and but the thing is though, is we spill them, so we get them as big as we can, and then we take Thursday night and Friday to pull all the water off, and it's worked like a charm
hmm
so far. So
yeah,
you know,
it
so you
has.
can come in big and still
yeah.
nice and dry.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. That's the key. We just fill it until it kind of almost simmer, like it kind of spills a little bit, and then we know we're at
Yeah.
our max. So then we start
And,
drop the
and you
water,
can't,
sodium goes, everything starts to, everything
yeah,
starts to kind of come off,
and
and
you
then
can't fill out either. You can't fill out either with like the sodium and the water or something.
no,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
But it's better to load hard early and then dry
Yep.
out. Yeah.
yep,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
What about
after
you,
after
Chris?
You can pull
What about
back
you,
if you need.
Chris? Carb wise.
So I start Thursday. I start with 600 grams of carbs, and we're gonna see how I'm gonna be checking in every meal and
Yeah.
see how my body responds. So by Friday, we'll know if we do 600 again or more or less.
Right.
Yeah.
So if we need to pull back Friday a little bit, we will. Um,
Yeah.
and we'll cut some water there Friday too, right? So
Yeah.
Do
I
you?
remember when I did Toronto, I couldn't even carb up because I had to try to make weight
so
because
yeah,
I
see, you
wanted
mhm.
to
guys got
suck
weight.
down. Yeah.
I'm
So I
still
couldn't
like,
carb up. I was barely eating at all. So
yeah,
I uh,
yeah.
I sucked
Yeah,
down to middleweight for light
even for the
heavy.
Lanix, even for the Lanix, the Lanix got by. We didn't eat. I think I ate 3 rice cakes before weigh-in,
Mm.
just to make the weight. And I mean, it was I think the weigh-in was 176 still. I think yeah, and I was 174.8. So, but even the last one before that, Josh and I was together in that show. I,
Yeah.
I didn't make that weight. It was 177. We pulled down hard enough, and it didn't come. But yeah,
See, I still got some room, right? So my limit
Yeah.
for heavyweight is 225, and
oh,
like this morning I was 217. I'll be
oh
less
yeah,
tomorrow. So
Yeah. You
yeah,
got
you're
a bit to
good.
play with, so you can fill it real nicely. So that's pretty
exactly.
Yeah.
exciting. That's really
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to
Yeah.
worry about
Yeah.
cutting it close because I'm gonna have lots of fuck.
lots
I'll
of
have 10 pounds.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
that's
That's
why
yeah.
we're guessing 220 by
yeah.
the time I'm fully carved there for the
Yeah.
weigh-in.
You
So
don't, you don't have that added stress, which that's a big help for sure.
like
Yeah,
you do, Josh.
Oh my
Like
god.
never less.
Yeah. It was
Remember
like
you had to make
Jamie and
weight.
Volta. I were just yeah.
You
yeah.
were
Horrible.
180.
I
I was
had
He
to
made it.
180
I
the
didn't.
I was
You
the
were
180
180
the day of the weigh-in.
the day of weigh-ins.
Yeah. That's
So
horrible.
we had to put you in this sauna. You cranked the heat in the car, and
That's horrible.
yeah, you couldn't eat
that's
Yeah.
anything.
I had to
worse.
drop 6 pounds in 4 hours.
Remember when you made
Yeah,
it? Remember when you made weight?
Yeah. It was
Stick with this
Yeah.
picture.
I
Yeah,
I cried a little bit.
yeah. Lost some more water.
Yeah, I lost some more water last. Yeah, I was like, yes, keep going.
Yeah,
I like it when
Yeah,
it's just easy.
yeah.
That's not easy. That's not
No, it
fun.
wasn't.
No,
That's
no.
not fun. No.
No.
So
Uh,
I'm going to be just right there. But I think tomorrow morning after today, I think I'll be down and weight again, like or at least the same. So that's pulling 175 again. So I will definitely be up, but we'll pull that water off. And he can
Oh
pull
yeah.
10 pounds, 15 pounds off me if he wanted to. You know what I mean? So 10 pounds for sure. But yeah,
All
we'll
right.
only need a few pounds.
Nice. So let's see. We got a question about traveling. When are you guys traveling? How are you guys traveling? What are you guys doing for meals while traveling and hotel and going to a different city? I know it's different. Maybe like say you go to Halifax or Moncton. It's not like a huge deal, but Toronto's a little bit farther away. And how do you guys plan for that with your in peak week?
I fly
Well,
out Thursday evening.
Thursday evening?
Yeah, so I'll fly out Thursday evening. I'll have a lot of meals in because we're gonna get there around 7:30. So, yeah, we're staying at Airbnb, so I can cook my meals if I had to. Everything I
Nice.
need, I'm bringing in the suitcase. So like rice cakes, almond butter, all that shit. The only thing I'm gonna have to get while we're there is chicken breasts because we can make the rice and everything else, right? So we just gotta grab some chicken breasts and I'll have all the food I need because I'm bringing most of it.
You can
yeah.
fly with frozen chicken breasts.
You can or you can't.
You can.
Oh, you can.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Oh,
took yeah.
chicken breast. It's
Yeah.
only 1 hour
Oh, yes.
flight. 2 hours.
Yeah, you can fly just keep them. You can fly with the ice packs and stuff if in your checked bag.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Elton did last year.
save me a trip. That'll save
Yeah,
me a trip.
just
Good to
Yeah,
know,
because
man.
Elton gave me this bag that he had last year. It's a sealer. He put his chicken
Yep.
in, sealed it and stuff and everything. He put that on the plate. But as far as so it's an option anyway. Kind of save you from running around trying to find something if you.
Oh yeah, I know. That's what I'll be doing now. So thanks
yeah.
for that.
Mhm. Yeah.
I when I flew to Columbus, I couldn't. I what did I could take meat across the border too, but it had to be cooked. So
Okay.
Oh yes.
that was totally fine. If it was checked and cooked, I could take it across the border as well.
Good. I didn't know that. I wasn't sure like
Right.
about actual meat. So no, that's good, man.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What
Cool.
about you, James? You fly? You said Friday, right?
Yeah, I'm flying out Friday at 11, so I'll be up
11.
there. I'll be up there by noon.
Okay.
And as far as what Andy and I have for our plan is, just as soon as we dry out after weigh-ins, there's no more dieting. We don't eat no more chicken, or we don't eat no more
Right.
potato. No. So we once I'm dried out and that's done, then we go have burger and fries. We may
Woo.
have another one. And then from then on, it's just rice cakes and just keep the stomach nice and tight with no upsetting and just keep feeding the dry rice cakes, no water, no
Yep.
sodium. Well, sodium, that's when we introduce the sodium back again, is
Yes.
after I dried right out. So then we introduce that back again and I go from there. Yep. So it's easy peasy and there's no more dieting after I'm weighed in. That's
Awesome,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's fun.
That's
So,
Yeah.
and it works. It works perfectly for us. It works perfectly.
Oh yeah,
Now I'm
you
saying,
guys your plan, man. It's in
yeah.
stone. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
And
For
I
sure.
think I think it's kind of bulletproof. I think it would work for everyone. Tell you the truth. Like I mean, it's just a matter of what people are comfortable doing, right? At that point in time in contest. You know, we've done it. We've done it every show that we've been in, and
and it works.
you
And
know,
it's
it
working.
works. Yeah,
Right.
some is a little bit off, but maybe I'm just a little bit too fat. You know, maybe I didn't get down far enough. Yeah, that's not the peaking process. That's just me not getting peeled like I needed to. But if I get
Yeah.
peeled like I needed to, this process here it's good. It works well.
Cool.
No, but by the sense
So
of it, man, it's a great plan.
yeah, no, he
So
knows what he's doing.
let's keep rolling with that. So Jamie and Andy, you guys work together. Who are you working with, Chris?
Well, plans change.
Yeah.
It's on Facebook. It was on Facebook, so there was a
Yeah.
Yeah,
so it
might as
doesn't
well
matter.
just tell the
Yeah,
story because there's two sides of every story.
yeah.
So I was with Morgan last year for Gladiator,
Yeah.
and we were supposed to do Toronto right after Gladiator, I got sick. It didn't work out, so we kept working together. I bought a new home, and long story short, basically, my property tax was not being taken out with my mortgage like it was supposed to. So I got a nice surprise.
Oh, yeah, that
That
sucks.
2 years, I was 2 years behind property tax.
Ah, damn.
So
Oh my God.
that kind of changed everything. Because competing is it's a lot, right?
It's
And I had to take care of this at the same time. So there was no way I was going to be able to afford to do shows and coaching.
Mm-hmm.
So I either could pull the plug on nationals and just walk away because this was supposed to be my last show.
I remember that. I remember that comment.
Yeah, and I worked with Dan before we were friends, and he offered to help me. He offered to help me. I spoke to Morgan. I explained it to him, like, look, man, I want to work. I wanted to work with you. I just, my financial situation right now, this year, I won't be able to afford coaching. And he runs the business. You know what I mean? Like I don't expect Morgan to go and do that. You know what I mean? It's a business at the end of the day. And he understood. Like, I mean, I brought my best with Morgan. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was we won Gladiator together. It was the best look.
Yep.
So I don't, either I pulled the plug or Dan offered to help me, and that was great. So I said, okay, man, I'm still in it. I'm still gonna chase it. You know what I mean? I still think we can do it. So we started working together, and it was a different method than before. Than the first time we worked together. So you know how some methods aren't. It just doesn't work for you.
It's not jiving, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like
There's
every
multiple
coach is
different ways
right?
to do the same thing.
Yeah, it was different from what I was used to. So it was hard to get used to, but I stuck with it, and I just wasn't feeling it, man. We bumped heads a lot because when you have friendship and coaching together, sometimes you're gonna butt heads.
Damn
So
it, no.
that was happening a lot, and it was causing stress. And the energy was off. Even for Atlantics, man, I never felt like that before. Felt a lot of stress. Maybe I was holding more water than usual. I wasn't confident in the plan because just for me, it's not the method I felt comfortable with from what I was used to. So, anyways, that just caused a lot of stress and negative energy. And to be honest, we weren't getting along.
Yeah, fair.
And it's hard, man, when you're doing prep and you're stressed, and it's just you can't do that, man.
Yeah.
No.
And especially if you mix friendship and coaching. So I made the decision. I told him, I think it's best, man. We just part ways. I just didn't want that toxic energy, and I just had to, man. I had to.
No, it's
I just
totally
told her
fair.
I wasn't gonna make it to Toronto, man. I didn't enjoy any. I wasn't feeling confident. I just wasn't feeling it, man. And when an athlete doesn't feel the plan or is confident, it can change everything, right? So I told him that, and he didn't take that very. He was upset. I get it. And fortunately, he decided to make the story that I refused to pay him because when I told him that, then he changed the story and said I had to pay him. And anyways, I'm not gonna
Oh,
bash
that's
the
a
guy.
little.
It
Yeah.
just didn't work out. The method and the energy, I just wasn't feeling it, man. So I decided if I really want to bring my best, I got to let this energy go, and it's best for both of us. I appreciate everything he did for me and trying to help me, but when that it's not there anymore, man, the energy is
Yeah.
toxic, stressed. I just wanted to get to Toronto, man. So
Yeah.
and that's what I had to do. So right now, I have a friend that's we compete against each other. I trust him. His style is more for me. I feel very confident in his ability. He decided to take me on and help me out and finish peak week. My energy is just so much different now, man.
Yeah.
I just feel, honestly, I feel more positive energy, confident in the plan because it suits me, and I think it's how I'm going to peak perfectly. And that's Nathan Demers. He's from Fredericton.
Oh
He
yeah,
actually
Yeah,
when I
Nathan's good.
competed in 21.
I was just talking to you right before this.
2023. Yeah, the gladiator, but he was open bodybuilding.
Yep.
So we actually met in overall because he wasn't a gladiator, but he was a light heavyweight. So we met in overall, and he was diced. He was shredded, man. You know, he gave me a go. He gave me a go. So ever since then, we always kept in touch. He's been really positive, man. Like, he's a good friend. He's a good role model.
Yeah, Nathan's
And,
a good guy.
he's very knowledgeable, and his style fits mine. And then no, he's helping me out. We have a game plan, man. And it's like I'm evolving every day. It's crazy, man. So no, I'm
Perfect.
excited. I'm excited for this. I'm ready to go, man. And I think I'm going to bring my best you've ever seen on stage.
it's really exciting. Yeah, that's too bad that the other partnership, didn't ended on a sour note. It's because
It happens, and it's unfortunate, man.
Yeah.
You know.
But it's like, when it comes down to coaching, like there's a lot of coaches out there, and even like, pros in the top pros in the sport move around coach to coach, year to year.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes when you have like Hottie and some guy leaves Hottie and goes for somebody else, right? It's just when you have a top coach and you leave him because it's what you're doing is not working.
Quitting, right? He just did New York Pro.
Yeah,
he's with Matt, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, so it's like, I hope these guys are just like trying to really not to take it personally. It's just
that's too bad.
Every style doesn't work for everybody, and it's really too bad that it went that way.
I had four coaches before I settled in with Andy 10 years ago or whatever it was.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was just nothing was. I mean, I started out with Mike and we learned a lot, and then I went on and there's another Andrew Kupke. I just bounced around a little bit trying to find that niche, and then I landed right in his lap, and that was it. I found that, and that's what suited me ever since.
But I think because we were friends,
that while.
I think we were friends, and that's why it kind of sour, right? He got upset, obviously, and probably hurt him, and I get it, man. But I had to do what's best for me. I just I'm at a point in my life where any toxic energy or stress, man, I cut it out.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. I'm not gonna say anything bad about the guy. He gets his athletes, very conditioned. It proves he just won a bunch of medals. The natural show. Yeah. It's just not for me, man. And
he does great work, just for sure.
Yeah, that's all it is.
You got a guy that just did that natural show that looked unbelievable. That was his guy, wasn't it?
Oh yes,
the young
kid.
Really
good.
Yep.
Yeah, he's going to be something. I don't know where they come from. Fuck.
I don't know.
Yeah, he looks really good. Really good. So young too, eh?
Yeah, he had a couple of them that were first timers, man, and they look great. They were. They have a few.
They got that nice V taper, and the quads are good and big. Those young lads some of them they're coming out pretty good right off the gate, which is good to see too, right? Oh,
great!
Love it.
Great for the sport, man. More bodybuilders.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you when I guess a couple of years ago, everyone was kind of thinking like the bodybuilding class and our sport was fading a bit. All the old guys were trying to, us were starting to like drop off and like not, we were getting around to the end of our career and no one was filling our shoes. But do you think that's starting to change? Is it coming back around this year? Or do you see a little bit more new faces out there now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think it is.
I think with social media, it's just brought the sport up. It's way more popular now, everyone talks about competing. You know what I mean? You never hear that before, right? Oh, do you compete? Or, there's more people talking about it. There's more guys like you look at the novice, right? It's stacked a lot of times now, right?
It is
So
now.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's growing. I think with classic physique too is bringing up uh, more guys into it that it
Right.
just it's blowing up. I think, and bodybuilding's still going strong too. So it's good to see, man.
Yeah.
yeah. Especially at the
I think we
national level, but bodybuilding's really, really blowing up there. Like even around here, like this year doing the Toronto Pro, there's a lot of people from around here
yeah,
Yeah,
there
doing
is.
the Toronto Pro. Yeah,
the
Mhm.
big lineups, some big
yeah.
lineups. So excited, man.
Fuck. Love it.
Nice.
I'd rather compete with 15 guys than 2 guys. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I can't,
for
I
sure.
can't.
Well, I was just saying, I only the only one I was up against in the last 2 shows was Chris. I had both my classes. There was nobody in them. Nobody. It was just, I don't know. They just put me in some old class by myself just so I could get a medal.
You're
Oh,
a machine. You're a fucking machine.
Yeah. Well, this machine is almost ready to pull the plug, I think.
Hey man, like I said, we started competing. Like I started competing against you in 2015,
Mhm.
and every show I've done, you were in it, and
Every-
we faced each other a few times. So it's pretty cool that we're both going to national Toronto Pro Qualifier, and it's. I know it's my last. I can never say that about you, but I think it's your
yeah.
last.
no.
It's you know
So
what? There's a lot of thought that is just simmer.
Right.
And whatever happens, I could be 60 years old and I might say, fuck, I
that's
wonder if
true.
I still got
That's why.
anything, you know?
That's why I
You're gonna
keep
pull a
So,
saying
Wayne.
yeah, I just never say, I'm not going to say I'm
Yeah.
retired anymore. It's just going to float away. Yeah.
I know
So, anyway,
excited. I'm excited to compete, man. My last time with you there,
yeah.
like you always been, one of the guys I looked up to since I started this. So to
Oh,
me,
that's
man,
awesome.
that's
Awesome.
special. Sharing that moment with you, and we're gonna get some burgers.
Yeah,
We're
we
gonna
are.
get a lot of
We've
food
been,
that night, so be ready for
thanks,
that.
man. Really appreciate that, Chris. Really appreciate that. Yeah, we've been
So,
talking today about, we've been
yeah.
planning our celebration party for the night, Saturday night and stuff.
Oh yeah,
So, yeah. So anyway, we got some. We're just gonna locate a nice place when we get up there, and yeah, we'll do some damage, take some hardware, then go have
that's
some
right, man.
food. Yep,
So
and,
my question
and a
to
little
you,
and a little
Chris,
smoke.
is, oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Why, if you do really well or you win your
His
pro
program.
status, why would this be the last? Like, what's
That might
Yeah,
change, maybe.
get that asked a lot, man. Be honest with you, I was done last year, about 4 weeks out from Gladiator. It just hit me. I didn't enjoy it anymore. The
okay?
process.
That's fair enough.
I didn't start. I didn't enjoy what I
I
used to.
talked to you back. I talked to you backstage, Chris, and you were that night ready to win this whole thing, and pretty much we knew it. And you told me too. You just didn't feel this. You didn't feel it. You didn't really even want to be here. You just didn't feel it.
No, no.
It was a.
The fire
Felt bad for you.
for what it takes to compete at this level, like the sacrifice
Hmm.
and everything it takes, man. I just don't have it in me anymore.
Yeah.
And Toronto was my last go last year, but I didn't make it. So I was like, I can't walk away without doing one.
Hmm.
So I sucked it up, man. And I did another prep for Atlantics. That was very hard, knowing you're done
Right.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
doing the things you have to do when you don't have the fire, man. In this sport, it's fucking hard, right?
Yeah. Because it's
Mhm.
But
hard when you do have the
I
fire.
was, yeah, man. I was just determined to finish how I wanted to finish, and I could never walk away without at least doing one and seeing how I do. That's
Yeah.
the regret I would have, right?
Right. Yeah.
So I told myself I'm gonna
That's
do it,
exactly.
and this is my last go, man. And I get asked a lot, like, what if you win, or what if you're right there, and I just don't got the fire anymore, man.
Yeah.
I have different look in life right now. I'm married. I just got married recently. I want to start a family.
Hmm.
I
That's
want to
yeah.
travel and
It's not like
spend
this
time
is
with.
paying your bills either, right? So
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I have my career too. Like,
Yeah.
I've been a prison guard for over 5 years now. So like this, I have my career. Like I don't have interest in living the pro bodybuilder lifestyle if I
Right.
could be a pro. So
Yeah.
I achieved everything I wanted, man, except a pro qualifier.
Hmm.
So I just want to do that, and I'll be happy. I can walk away with my head held high.
Hmm.
As long as I bring my best, no matter what happens, man, I'm happy. And that's why I have tremendous respect for Jamie, man. I mean, fuck it,
Keep
it's hard, man. It's hard doing it.
Yeah.
So,
It's hard.
but Jamie,
is
Jamie still has the fire. He
Yeah.
has the
Yep.
fire.
Yeah. Because
If I had the fire, man, if I had the fire, I would keep going for sure and get that pro card. I would go and chase that pro card with all I got. I just
yeah.
don't got it anymore, man. So this is my last go.
How
Yeah.
old are you, Chris?
Just turned 33. So
33. Yeah. That's
wow.
that's exactly when I did the exact same thing. I said, I'm gonna do the Toronto Pro, and win or lose, that's it. I'm gonna retire. That was in 2018, and I was 33 actually, I think too. And
Wow, that's pretty cool.
to be a bodybuilder, man.
luckily,
Still, the
yeah,
Yes.
biggest guys walking
Always.
around.
Right?
Yeah.
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 Still
I just
can.
So
I
it's
just want
been,
to eat and travel, and
yeah,
you know what I mean.
yeah,
But
yeah,
it's just the what it takes to compete at that level, man. I don't got the fire to go through it.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
Yeah. Well, and for me, it's that fire is being put to the test every time I compete now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
of
the
course,
Atlantic or the PEI was good. The Atlantics was even better. This one here stretched out along, and the Prec was okay. But I'm getting to the point where I'm getting tired. You
but
know?
Jamie, you did three
I'm,
shows, man. That's three
yeah,
shows.
I
You know what I
know.
mean?
And,
That's insane.
I know. And, and
That's
and
three
this one,
shows while you're working a job too. You're not just living the bodybuilder lifestyle and that's it.
no,
Wow. I
no,
mean,
lot,
So
that's
but
crazy, man.
but but I did all my whole career, if you want to call it that, with that type of job, right? It allowed me to go Monday to Friday. Was no shift work. I could do my bodybuilding. I could. The weekends were off. There was no hour. There was no like I said, night shift or anything. So I sucked that part of it up, and I kind of like got in. My body got used to that that lifestyle, and so all these years about working and stuff like that, I just found it was just what we're supposed to do. You know what I mean? We're
what
family
else do
men,
we do?
right? We work and we have our hobby. So, but it's kind of getting to a point where I want to start. I got I want to start and travel too a little bit more, not have to be thinking, oh, did I have enough calories? Did that meal go this right? Did that meal? Fuck, I'm tired of counting and everything being on.
That's how I
And
feel too, Jamie.
maybe it is just because of the three shows back to back to back. But this
Yeah, you
Toronto
might
one
get
kind of,
that fire back next year.
but this Toronto one feels like it feels like it is it. I'm just not saying anything.
You'll be
You know what I mean?
happy. Like if this was it, you would be happy,
And
satisfied.
but even if it wasn't it, I'm still going to be happy because I know what I'm bringing. You
Right.
know, when you bring something, you're not really satisfied with that. It really doesn't give you that
You don't want to leave on that
satisfaction
note.
feeling. You know, Chris
yeah.
Chris
What if
won
you
fair
get
and
the
square.
pro card? What
What's
if you
that,
get
buddy?
the pro card? If you get your
Um,
pro card, would you walk away?
After Sunday, I would compete Sunday. Nowhere to
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah.
Would you
I'm,
call it after that? Walk in the
yes.
sunset with the pro card? Okay.
Yep. After that, if I can't compete amateurly again, there's definitely no way I'm moving anywhere near a or a pro stage that way. Now I would do Sunday because that's just a little bit of ice, and they're going to throw me to eat on the way home. I'm going to get a pro card and compete in a pro
Oh
show.
yeah,
How,
I
how
do
many
the same
fucking
thing.
boxes do you need to check off that day?
Yeah. I'm already
You know,
there, man. I'm gonna prep again.
Y-
You know what I mean?
y-
I'll get my ass kicked next day, but hey,
that's not
pro
about it.
you're
Yeah.
done.
Yes,
So
yes. So if a pro card comes my way, I'll be that's my hanging up the trunks. That's my hang and it could be anyway, but that's just where it if it does come, it's an absolute finish for
I'm,
me. Yeah,
you'll see how you feel, man. You'll see how you feel Saturday night, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
for me, there's no like I know,
yes,
you know, I
Right.
yeah.
know,
Yep.
You know, yeah.
I know.
And how I'm just not saying it right, so I really don't know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you know,
That's fair.
yeah.
Andy, where's your fire?
Well, that's long gone, buddy.
And
Is it really though? Is it really though?
If I had a special invite to do something, I would
Yeah.
maybe do it. But to go in and, I already won the overall at the Atlantics, for instance. Why would I go back and lose? That would suck.
the only way, Andy, if they bring back Gladiator someday.
Yeah, that's about it.
Maybe I come back for that too. No, just
No, stay away.
Yeah.
No, you got 2 of them. That's all you're allowed to have. 2.
Yeah. There's a limit.
It was the only one I never got was the Atlantics, and yeah, so he had to have 2. See,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
well, sirs,
Yeah, so that's what is it? We're going on. Just checking the time. We're a couple more minutes. Let's see. Someone asked a question, wasn't really referring to you guys, but people want to know why we don't critique and review other amateur bodybuilding shows, kind of like what we kind of did with the Atlantics. And like, because there's tons, that'd be really cool to do. But from my experience, I just want to put this out there why I don't. It is really, there's a lot. For the amateur shows, usually the roster of people doesn't come out to the night before, right? So we have no idea who's coming on until the night before the show. It's really hard to do, so we can't really do a critique of people going into an amateur show.
Yeah, you don't have the list.
We don't have the list. People sign up last moment. It's a little bit different than a pro show where we can look at a couple of weeks out who's going to be competing. It's they don't release the amateur list until the night before or even the day of. And also a lot of the amateurs, some people's the best way to go on is check out people's Instagram accounts after they've competed and they've uploaded photos. Not a good majority of amateurs don't even upload their photos or have private accounts. Yeah. So we can't I've tried to do it before where we've gone, let's go search this person and let's talk about how they did, and it's a private account. We can't get on. So it kind of makes
that'd be hard to pull off.
Yeah, it makes critiquing and reviewing other local or Canadian wide shows or a little bit more challenging. So it's kind of why I've decided to step away from it. It was really fun when we did the PEI show. That was cool. I'd definitely do that again anywhere. If anyone wants us there, that'd be cool.
Now, Josh, are you going to be doing Toronto coverage? I mean, then you're not going to be. Yeah.
I would like to. We thought about if we can get some recordings of the live stream, and then we can we'll do, if we can get some recordings of the live stream and video, we'll do a playback of all the local boys and girls that competed, and then we'll go over and talk about how everyone did for sure. Yeah. And maybe have you guys back on again too, talk about your experience as well, right?
Yeah, I have a good feeling me and Jeremy are going to do some good battling, man.
I think so. Yeah. I think we are both predicting something really exciting to happen.
It's going to be fun.
So
I can feel it too. So I can't wait.
That's the plan. We're going to all be looking forward to that and checking out the live stream too. I looked at trying to do a podcast and watching the live stream at the same time and sharing it, but the live stream I believe is paid. So I can't stream the live stream on YouTube for free and then have people watching us critique it for free.
Right.
We might get in trouble. So
maybe.
So yeah, Ron wouldn't like that.
No, like you said, get some footage and then do a post show kind of thing.
Yeah, that's the plan. We'll have you guys in
I gotta pee.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he's got to go.
I'm surprised you
I
don't
can
have to,
hold mine
Chris.
in longer.
I'm
Because you're 8
surprised
liters.
Chris has a bottle underneath the desk there.
Yeah,
I've been
I think
I've
so.
been right before, man, and I've been
He's
holding
going.
it for,
Chris is going right now. We just don't know.
yeah, I got a little tub you guys can't see, but
Yeah. Um,
Baby's old. His prostate's the size of a watermelon. So
a couple quick more questions you can answer probably fast. What was your training like? Did it change at all going into prep and from an off season?
no, just full intensity, man. The only thing that changed, maybe closer to the show, less volume.
Nice. Yep.
I've been
Makes
known
sense.
for pushing the volume a lot, so it's hard for me. So just to prevent injuries, man, I cut the volume a little bit, but just full intensity, same weight, just a little bit less volume as closer we got to the show.
And do you do like a regular bro split or what? How do you train?
I'll do. I hit everything twice, but I hit. So I'll have a push day.
So let's go from like Monday to Friday. What does that look like?
So usually I'll do legs, quad.
Oh, sorry, what was that? Jamie just fucked up the noise, the sound.
Sorry.
Right, so I'll do more quad exercises. So I focus more on quads, a little bit of, and then day 2 I'll do push day, where I'll do chest mainly, but with some shoulders.
Oh, nice.
And then some triceps, and then I'll do a back day where I focus a lot of rows, like heavy back day.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, that's great.
Rest day, and then I'll do another leg day, kind of more hamstring focused.
Great. Yep.
And then when I do push day, get more shoulder focus, because we all have our strength, right? So I want, my goal is to hit shoulders and back a lot. So anytime I do a push day, I do a lot of shoulders, a little bit of chest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm just sculpting my body where I try to get everything balanced as I can.
Yeah.
So
sure.
that's like split. It's like push pull legs, but they're all different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I
used
mean?
to do the exact same split.
Yeah, whatever you got to bring up, like you focus more, right?
Yeah.
So some guys focus more on their chest on push day than their shoulders, right? For me, is my shoulders over my chest, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then legs, my quads are overpowered everything, so I have to do a lot of hamstring.
You have ridiculous legs. Yeah.
They're thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, man,
Do
I brought
you
my
do you
hand
do rear
up a lot.
Sorry.
I
Do
know
you
how
do
to.
you do you do rear delts on pull day, Chris? Or
Yeah, on pull day, yeah.
on pull day,
With
yeah. With back.
You do that with back. Yep. Good call.
Yep.
Yeah. So then, yeah, did you take another day off after that, or?
Yeah, I take 2 rest days a week.
Cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Nice. Jamie, did your we were just asking Chris about his training and if anything changed from off season to prep, and or did you keep it consistent?
Yeah, mine's pretty consistent. I'm a very high rep guy, and I push to my limit where I think it's heavy enough that I'm getting really good, and then my muscle connection is really good now. After training for so long, right? So
Yep.
yeah, I stay the same. I don't try to overpower anything anymore, and I go as heavy as I can, but with good strict form for 15 reps. I try to go heavy for like 15 reps and above. Other than that, I just train instinctively. I train with what I want to train with that day, whether it be. I mean, I have my body parts that I'm training,
Right.
but but exercises just whatever I'm feeling and whatever I want to, and Then my
So it's
rest
not.
days.
So you don't have a particular program. You're going in saying I have to start with, chin ups. Then I have to go into
No,
rows. Then like lat pull downs. You don't have like a particular. It's
no.
just
I go in the gym with my focus on training back, and I just start. I said, well, now I'm going to warm up, so I warm up with the straight arm pulls to the hip, and then I go into pull downs, and maybe I might look over and want to do one arm rows today with the dumbbells while I go do those. It's
you
just the
get
way
you,
yeah,
you
I
got the
just do
Kai.
it
You
that.
got the Kai Green method,
Yeah, I just go and do with what I want to lift, and I mean, there's some
right?
exercises with every body part that I want to do. That's going to be in there no matter what,
Yeah,
right? And then the other ones are just thrown in here and there.
yeah. You
I've been
just
like that now for probably the last 10 years.
cool.
Yeah,
It's like what Kai's
Chris,
like. It's like what Kai says. You just go in there and you just listen to your body. What your body wants
yeah,
to do, you do it, right? You just go
that's what
in
I
and
do.
just right.
As far as the
Chris,
rest days, it's whenever I'm tired. Like I could all of a sudden just holy fuck, I just trained for 6 days right straight. Okay,
yeah,
well, I'm still not tired, but I mean, I'll take a day off or whatever. But could be two
yeah.
days in a row. Probably never is, but I just instinctively take the time off, a couple days a week. Yeah. So sometimes one day a week if I'm in prep, because I just do it because I want to burn more calories.
Yeah.
You're a machine, man.
I
Love it.
know. I was like,
Chris, when you do your like your first back day, you said you focus more on like thickness, right?
Yeah, yeah.
On
So
your
that's when a
second
lot of
back day,
rows
do you focus
with.
more on width? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I used to do too. Yeah,
to give my lower back a break.
yeah,
yeah,
So
it's good.
I do rows. I do a heavy, all
yeah,
rows, right? Then
yeah.
my second back day is kind of like chest support. If I do any rows, it's chest supported,
Hmm.
but a lot of
Yeah.
width. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, we're coming up about time. I just want to ask you guys one more question. Like maybe we'll go around the table here, starting with Chris. Someone's watching this. A new person's watching this for the first time. Maybe they just wanting to get into bodybuilding. They're like really interested, and they like watch the novice or watch the natural show that just passed or the Atlantics, and they're like, maybe I could do that. What would you suggest to that person that is looking at getting into it?
Well, my advice is do your research um, on coaching, on
Yeah.
competing. Financially, a lot of guys don't know it takes a lot of money, man. And when you get preps, and oh, I got to buy this and that, it can be overwhelming. So make sure you prepare yourself financially and do your homework on. There's a lot of coaches now. All right, everybody's a coach, so do your homework on that.
Mhm.
Make sure you find a coach that's knows his stuff because you're playing with your health at the same time, well, right? So just do your homework. Set yourself up financially,
Ah,
and find a good coach.
yep. Yeah, that sounds good.
Advice, I took from 2017, which was when me and Jamie did NBA provincials. He beat me that year. I took time off. I never competed since the first gladiator I did. So from 2017, I never competed since 2021. That's because I was
Mhm.
working on getting my career.
Mhm.
I kept training, right? But I wanted to set myself financially. And I came back and I was able to do so. So,
Smart.
just make sure you know what the sport is.
Mhm.
Right? You can be a bodybuilder, but competing is a different thing. So just set yourself up financially, mentally as well. You don't want to have stress. You want to make sure everything's good, so you can go through a prep and have the right coach and find what's the right method for you, man. And like you said,
Mhm.
one coach method might work better than the other, right? So
Yeah.
and just be patient, man. It's a long journey, so you're not gonna win your first show. I know everybody wants to win. I got my ass kicked, my first three
Oh yeah.
shows, so
Yep.
it takes time. If I'm talking bodybuilding, not any other division, right? So
Mhm.
it's a journey, man. So that's my advice. Enjoy the journey.
Awesome.
Jamie, do you have any
Me?
thoughts for newbies? Or Devin and Andy?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
Chris pretty much said the right stuff. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
if you want to do it, go for it. Make sure you know, like Chris said, make sure you know what's involved, because the biggest thing is being steered in the wrong direction and being taken advantage of and put to the test health wise, for a trophy. So I mean, yeah, it's like Chris said, just look at what you're dealing with, talk to people, find out who their coach is, and maybe what they think of him and how they're doing with them, and if the experience seems good with them, maybe that's the guy they want to try first. But I mean, I competed with that young fella that was in the PEI, and he did it all himself. He was like friggin' like 18 or 19 years old.
Yeah,
he just and so he tried it all by himself, and he went right straight to bodybuilding. Thrash, bang, first thing. So he just and I told him too. I said, don't give in, don't give up, keep on trucking. And I said, you need anything, just give a shout, and we'll talk. So I mean, stuff like that goes a long ways to a young guy just coming up. You know what I mean? But yeah,
for sure. Yep.
Yeah, I think Chris, like financially too. Yeah, I think that's a big thing because people don't know, like getting into it, they don't know how much the sport costs, and
it's
be real. Yeah, and be realistic too. Like, don't just jump in a show when you're not ready. I think you should put in the work first and be realistic with yourself, and then maybe think about doing a show, and then do your research with bodybuilding, learn the sport, research coaches, find the coach that's going to fit you, and yeah, man. But I think you should. I think a lot of people aren't realistic these days, and they think they just jump in it.
Have you guys met anyone that hasn't done a show yet, and they're saying, "I'm going for my pro card"?
All the time,
Yep.
man.
Yep.
All I hear.
Yeah.
I hear it a lot too.
Unbelievable, man. I just don't even listen to it anymore. It's crazy. Crazy.
I must black out that stupidity because nobody's ever said that to me before.
Oh yeah.
Because you train at 10 o'clock at night, no one's even there.
Yeah, there's just me and the cleaning lady, and you know what? I got a little story. It was just me and the cleaning lady too, and you know how sometimes you get real gassy and stuff too, eh? Not a soul in the gym, just the cleaning lady. So I just decided to maybe just not have this pain in my belly anymore. All of a sudden, it wasn't 2 seconds later, the cleaning lady was right behind me scrubbing. I said, "Yes, ma'am, you go right to her." So just me and the cleaning lady, but I disturbed her evening that night.
That's like
she's like, I don't get paid for.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
You go on the treadmill, there's no one near you, right? So you look around.
That's where I was.
So you let one rip, and then the moment you let it rip, someone comes right next to you.
Yeah.
Like
never fails.
Walks
that always happens.
Never fails. Anyway.
Or you look around and you're like, I think everyone has headphones on. I think I'm good. No one knows.
Oh, dear.
Well,
anyway. Yeah. So some experiences aren't that great, but training at 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock. Yeah. But you got to do what you got to do sometimes, right?
That's right. All right, guys, we hit the mark. Chris has to go, I'm imagine, but you guys have to probably go eat.
Gotta eat my chicken cucumber, boys.
Oh, nice. Well done. All right, I really appreciate you.
Oatmeal.
Oh,
you gotta get a pail of oatmeal now.
You deserve it.
There'll be a pail of oatmeal the next couple of days. Today's not a pail of oatmeal, but I'd love to have a pail of oatmeal. Yeah. Andy asked me, he said, there was one show, he said, today's going to be 1,000 grams of carbs. So we added in Oreos every meal to get it. Oh, and he said, if you can eat 1,000 grams of carbs, he said, I'll shake your hand. It was like 9 or 10 o'clock. And I said, I just finished 1,000 carbs. What are we at now? You want any more? Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Believe it. Yeah, sick. I can eat. The little fucker like I am, I can eat.
I'm going to test that out Saturday night. You be ready, man.
I will be. I'll be ready. I might be little, but I can sure eat.
Hey, we'll record it so the boys can
Yes,
see what.
we will put this on. We will watch.
Yeah.
We will.
We will record it.
We will. Yeah, either watch you fail miserably or you succeed.
No.
We'll see.
We'll do it for sure.
All right, cool. Before we go, I just want to shout out to the last 5-minute crew. We'll start calling them the people that hung out for the whole show. Remind them to like, subscribe, and write some comments below. And also, Jamie,
Bing! Hit that bell button. Hit that
yeah,
bell
buddy.
button.
Thank you. Yeah, we want to make sure if you want to keep getting more videos like this, keep us going. Every little bit of support helps us and helps us think that you like what we're doing, and we'll keep making more of these. And then you'll also be notified too if you hit that bell button when we do the Toronto recap with Big Chris and Jamie on there again. So yeah, thank you guys for coming on. I know you're less than a week away and you guys are suffering, but thank you for giving us this time, and everybody out there that's going to be watching. Thank you for giving you their time. Really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot for coming on, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot
We're
for
gonna
coming
have
on.
the
time.
Good luck with
Jamie,
the
I'll
show.
see you in Toronto, my friend.
We'll see you in Toronto, buddy. We'll talk.
All right,
All right, gentlemen. We're off.
Good luck, boys.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Later.
Peace.
Ooh.